in a world where ambition fades in the face of comfort. There are a few who rise not because they had to, but because they refuse to live a life of limits. This is Born to Win Legend, where we unveil the real stories behind the world's most unstoppable icons. Today, we look into the life of a man who didn't just build a company, he rewired how the world shops, thinks, and grows. This is the relentless journey of Jeff Bezos. Before the headlines, before the billions, before the rockets and the empire known as Amazon, he was simply Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen. Born in Albuquerque, New Mexico on January 12, 1964, his childhood wasn't framed by luxury. His biological father left when Jeff was just a toddler. But fate had a better father figure in store. When his mother remarried, Jeff was adopted by Miguel Bezos, a Cuban immigrant who worked as an engineer at Exxon. It was in this new home that values like discipline, learning, and risk-taking took root. As a child, Jeff was obsessed with science, inventing and tearing things apart just to rebuild them better. While other kids played, Jeff would set up experiments in his garage, build alarms to keep siblings out of his room, and dream about outer space. He wasn't loud, he was focused. The seeds of greatness were already there. He graduated valedictorian of his high school and went on to Princeton, where he studied electrical engineering and computer science. His path could have been predictable, safe, a brilliant student with a six-figure job on Wall Street. He had offers prestige and stability, but that's not what legends are made for. In 1994, while working at a hedge fund, Jeff came across a statistic. The internet was growing at 2,300% per year. To most, it was just a number. To Jeff, it was a signal, a revolution. He saw something no one else could, an online store that sold everything, so he quit his job, left behind his lucrative career, and moved to Seattle with nothing but a vision. He began sketching his business plan in the backseat of a car, his first office, a garage, his first desk, a door with 4 legs. Nailed on, that garage would become the launchpad of Amazon. He started small, books, a logical choice, easy to stock, ship, and universally needed. In July 1995, Amazon.com went live. No fancy marketing, no big investors, just a man, his wife, and a few friends packing books and coding by day and night. Within 30 days, Amazon was selling in every US state and in 45 countries. Orders poured in. Growth was explosive. But Jeff wasn't chasing fast wins. He was building for forever. He reinvested every dollar, sacrificed profits for speed, scale, and infrastructure. While investors pushed for short-term returns, Jeff held the line. He wasn't building a bookstore, he was building the everything store. By the late 1990s, Amazon added music, videos, electronics, then came toys, clothes, and beyond. While the dot-com bubble burst and many tech startups collapsed, Amazon survived, barely, but Jeff never wavered. He once told shareholders, "We are willing to be misunderstood for long periods of time." That mindset became his superpower. He launched services like Amazon Prime, Kindle, AWS innovations that not only disrupted entire industries, but created entirely new ones. While others moved with caution, Jeff moved with conviction. When people laughed at an online marketplace for third-party sellers, he doubled down. When competitors hesitated to invest in logistics, he built his own global network of fulfillment centers, drones, and delivery trucks. He worked with intensity, meticulous, demanding, sometimes ruthless, but always focused. His infamous laugh became iconic not because it was loud, but because it came from a man who already saw the future when the rest of the world was still catching up. As Amazon grew, so did Jeff's empire. He became the world's richest man, a tech titan, a visionary. Yet, he didn't stop. He turned his attention toward space. In 2000, quietly, while Amazon was still fighting to survive. He started Blue Origin, a space exploration company with a simple mission to make space travel accessible for everyone. 2 decades later, Blue Origin became a competitor in the new space race. Rockets, suborbital tourism, moonlanders, not for prestige, but because Jeff believed humanity must become a multi-planetary species. Every step of his life has been driven by thinking long-term. From selling books to building cloud computing, from overnight delivery to space travel. From surviving market crashes to rewriting the retail world. But his story isn't just about success, it's about obsession. About staying focused when no one believes in your plan. About choosing vision over comfort. Discipline over distraction. Jeff Bezos taught the world that bold ideas require brutal execution, that building something legendary means betting on yourself when no one else will. That true wealth comes not from playing it safe, but from daring greatly, failing forward, and rising stronger. His journey was never lucky. It was relentless. A man who worked in silence while the world doubted him. A man who turned a garage into the gateway of global commerce. A man who reminds us that the most powerful weapon you can possess is a mind that refuses to be average. This is Born to Win legend. If Jeff Bezos' story inspired you, if it lit a fire inside your heart, then subscribe to this channel and step into your own power. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need one reason, one spark, one step. Start small, dream big, execute bigger, because you were not born to be ordinary. You were born to win.